It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But Charles, this Ravens team been so successful in recent years, 10 or more wins in 4 of the last 5 seasons. What do they need to do to take that next step?
Well, the way the Ravens have played for a lot of their franchise history, we know the defense is going to take care of business. They're going to keep you in every ball game. I think on offense, can they throw the ball more proficiently, especially out wide to the receivers, and make plays that way to continue to open up running lanes for a team that we know loves to move the ball along the ground.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dolphins, we know about the weapons on offense on the perimeter. But do you think this is a team, Charles, that needs to step it up defensively to go to the next level?
I do, and they have the pieces in place. They have excellent players. Perhaps the new system that's been brought in will give them that edge that they need in the AFC East.
Let's roll.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Zone, here comes Justice Hill, and he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On a quick.
Jackson looking to throw right away. And incomplete to open things up. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. 9 yards, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They go play action now. Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. This is brought in at the 21. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Tua on the bootleg here. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards, we're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
On play action, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Once again, it's Mostert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to pass, Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. We're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll start out here with the option left. The quick feet by Jackson. There he goes left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Now a 2nd and 2. They go play action with Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Tua now on 1st down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
That's a nice there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. A handoff running left is Mostert. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Second and 7. Now Tua. Out to the right here to Wilson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now here come the Ravens. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Hey, baby,
the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
This one into the hands of Aguilar. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now, because he is unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami's offense set and ready to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Going to the air, Tagovailoa firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4. Motion man is Berrios. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
(10-7) our score after one right here on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Here is 3rd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. right side into the hands of Flowers. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Let's go, boy.
Flowers going to go in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Jackson to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Dumps it off to Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 4th and short got a whole lot more than he bargained for. He almost scored.
Yeah, how about that? Because you know how it is when you get all those bodies near the line of scrimmage. You often get engaged by blockers, and you can't get your hand.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Here's Tua. Out route to Hill, complete. He's across midfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, You're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
2 and now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Miami set to take over. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyler Kroft, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Jackson. Complete to Likely. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Well, shifts past him, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down. Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go, baby. Come on, let's go. You ready to roll? Yeah, go right now.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw again is Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson now. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Throwing is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Tucker's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised.
Yeah, both teams
just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Tua now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Looking to pass. Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Here's 3rd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Motion man is Berrios. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now, he was looking for Rashad Bateman there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now Achane on first and 10. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Motion man is Berrios. Mostert. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good, and that's going to tie things at 20. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw there is incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out come the Dolphins now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. A run with Mostert up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Here's Tua. This is caught. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. Jackson. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Jackson will throw again. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. And they run the option on second down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen. And we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on first down. Second down and 6 now. Tua gonna throw. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to pass, Tua. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Tua to throw again.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returning it, Justice Hill. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Ravens ready to take over. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Now Jackson. That one complete to Hill. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. A little short one there, caught by Likely. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd down and 4. Throwing is Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Hill. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Charlie Kohler from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was finished off by Charlie Kohler's touchdown catch. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On play action, here's Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Again, it's Edwards. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's Jackson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Well, whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Isaiah Likely the target that time, but now it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And Jackson throwing once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Partner, we always talk about how important 3rd down is, but I think 1st down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 2nd down, goal to go. They run once more with Edwards. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing Tua.
His throw incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Tua. He's got it complete to Waddle.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. At 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Achane gets it from the gun. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. Decision time now on 4th and about a yard and a half.
I can still hear my high school coach John Ford right now. I want my number 1 play with my number 1 runner over my number 1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. And here comes Berrios. Oh, look at the juke. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got into overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Here is 3rd down and 4. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And some space here. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And joy will reign in the inner harbor as the Ravens have won it. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.